The Eagles are going for it. They have no hesitancy. They're going to line up in that formation, put two guys behind Jalen Hurts, and do the old rugby scrum and push him forward for the first down. So you got to get them off the field on third down if you have any chance of winning this ball game.
And I agree. That's why I favor Jalen Hurts, because I love him on third down, and they need to go like 9 or 10 out of 15 on third down.
Well, if they go 9 or 10 on third down, they're going to win this game going away.
And you know how he does it. He does it read option. He does it keeping. He does it scrambling. He does it flipping to A.J., flipping to Devontae, flipping to Dallas Goedert. He is lethal on third down as a playmaker. My Cowboys, the game at Philadelphia, it's Cooper Rush, my backup quarterback, who played very well after a rocky start, and he scored 17 unanswered. And all of a sudden, it's 2017 early in the fourth quarter, and Jalen gets the ball back, and it goes 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, and he converts all 3 of them, and we lose because of Jalen Hurts. That's how I see this game unfolding, that it's going to come down to Jalen. No game I can remember in recent Super Bowls, maybe I've been to like 40 of them, I don't remember one boiling down to the 2 quarterbacks like this. Like, who's going to have the better game?
Right.
Well, what have we seen with Heisman Trophy winners? They win, and then they lose their bowl game because the other team's so inspired to put them back in their place. The target gets a little bigger and bigger on their back.
Right.
Well, now the quarterback on the opposing team, I think, should have been the MVP. Again, remember this. Philly came into this season with the 13th best Super Bowl odds. So they were 13th. Kansas City came into the season with the 3rd best Super Bowl odds. So look at degree of difficulty for MVP. Well, obviously, it was way harder for Jalen to have the year he had, coming from 13th best odds, than Patrick from 3rd best odds.
Let me tell you why I disagree, because I think the NFC was down this year. You look at the quarterback play in the AFC, you look at the team in the AFC, there's a lot. I mean, come on now.
Okay, but Jalen hadn't done this before. They went to Brady last year in that one playoff game, and they got blown out. And yet here they came, and they're rising, and they're taking another step and another step and another step. And all of a sudden, they are a slight favorite to win the Super Bowl. And I keep saying, why? Well, it's because of Jalen. It's because the odds makers saying Jalen Hurts is legit. That's what they're saying, too.
But I think the thing is, Skip, you, along with others, has started to question, has Patrick Mahomes lost his leg up on the supremacy at the quarterback position in the AFC?
To Joe Burrow.
To Joe Burrow.
Not to Jalen yet.
What about Josh Allen? We saw Josh Allen duel him last year. We saw Joe Burrow had beaten him once in the regular season, goes to his building at the AFC Championship games and beat him again. So the questions have started to swirl. Is Patrick Mahomes still the top dog in the AFC?
All right.
He answered all those questions this year, not only by getting back to the Super Bowl, but by winning the MVP.
I got it. But has he answered questions in Super Bowls? You don't like to hear this, but I'm going to bring it up because I do try to tell the truth. And this is the truth I see about Patrick Mahomes in Super Bowls. He's played 2 of them, right? He's thrown 2 touchdown passes in those 2 Super Bowls to 4 interceptions. Think about that. Patrick Mahomes in 2 Super Bowls, 2 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Not exactly Brady-esque, right? Okay? He hasn't been Patrick Mahomes in the 2 Super Bowls, because I'm going to remind you again, first Super Bowl against San Francisco and Jimmy Garoppolo. They're down 20-10 late in the 3rd quarter. I think we have the video of this. 20-10 late in the 3rd quarter, and he threw an ill-advised interception that I thought was going to lose the game. Here it is. I can't really see this. Okay, there we go. And here it is again. Bad idea, tipped up to an interception. Then we go to the 4th quarter. They're still behind by 10, 20-10, early 4th quarter. And he does it again. He throws late and behind Tyreek. A little too much mustard on it. And the ball gets tipped up into an interception. I don't know what we're showing here now.
That's the
now we're doing the ones.
Tampa.
Okay, I got it. This is the next Super Bowl where he's throwing 2 more interceptions. They got routed. And really, in that game, he just played poorly by MVP. Now he's a 2-time MVP against Brady in that Super Bowl, albeit on Brady's home field, obviously. He wasn't very good. So he had a QBR of 52. For those who don't know, it's a scale 0 to 100. It was just an average game by his standards. In the Garoppolo game, he had a QBR of 64. Remember, his career QBR that you keep bringing up to me in regular season games over 5 years of starting is 77. So from 77 down to 64 in his first one, down to 52 against Brady. He hasn't been very good in the Super Bowl games. So is he due to have a great Super Bowl? You could make the case. But I'll even remind you of that big game, the first one against Burrow a year ago, not this one, but the one before. Late in the game, they're in command of the game. I think we have this. He throws a big interception that reopens the door for Burrow to run through it. This is when Burrow went up. He's on his way to.
This is the third quarter.
It was a bad idea.
Yeah.
He gets careless with the football. And then here he is again. This is in overtime. They win the coin toss. He goes incomplete, near pick 6. And then on 3rd and 10 from his 25, he tries again and forces the ball up that Jesse Bates tips into the air. And Von Bell picks it off. And here comes Joe Burrow, and they win the game.
Right.
So he's had some big games when he's played really little in those big games by his MVP standards. So I'm saying, is he due for a huge game? I haven't seen him have a huge game in a big game like you sort of promote him to be.
What about Buffalo last year?
Okay, it was a shootout, and it was a good one. I'm not a big Josh Allen. I don't buy Josh Allen completely, but they went back and forth, and yet who was his dance partner in the first Super Bowl in the fourth quarter? Well, the rival quarterback was Jimmy G, and I call him Jimmy Gag. And he gagged in that one because they were in big trouble. And Jimmy Gag in the fourth quarter goes 3 of 11 for 36 yards, and he throws a pick. Well, if he doesn't do that, Patrick doesn't win his first Super Bowl.
Let me ask you a question. How many times have we said that game was right there for the taking, and they didn't step through the door? So the game can be there. We see that all the time with your quarterback. The game is right there for the taking, and he don't walk through the door.
By the way, congratulations to my quarterback, Dak Prescott, for winning the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year last year.
Yeah, congratulations. Very well deserved.
It was very well deserved, but I cannot defend him on the football field because he did not play up to the standards that I had set for him. Certainly at San Francisco, or all these Cowboy fans would be here for a reason because we'd be in this game, right?
What about the Washington game? As a matter of fact,
What Washington game?
I did have a great conversation yesterday with your favorite player, Michael Parsons.
Did you really?
I did.
Yeah? And?
He said...
he should have won Defensive Player of the Year?
No, that's not what No, he didn't say that. He was disappointed with the way the season ended.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I pushed him all year. My oh Micah 11 from heaven for Defensive Player of the Year, but I can't hate on Nick Bosa because he pulled away and he ran away with it, right?
Yes.
Next year for Micah Parsons.
Well, he might win the Defensive Player of the Year, but y'all not going nowhere.
Well, why not?
I mean, y'all can go to Vegas to gamble, but y'all not going to the Super Bowl.
We're going to trade Dak Prescott for Aaron Rodgers, and we're going to go places. You heard it here last, right? You heard it here last.
That's an oxymoron. Cowboys, Super Bowl. Cowboys, Super Bowl. They don't go together.
You know, once upon a time, they were intertwined.
That's how they start fairy tales.
We got 5 of those in a row.
That's how they start fairy tales. Really? Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, the old Cowboys.
Were we not a dynasty in the 90s? Were we not a dynasty in the 60s and 70s? Yes, and yes.
Yeah.
I know it was before you were born, right?
Yes. I know a lot of dynasties. The Joe dynasty, the Tang, the Gribaldis.
Yeah.
But what about the Cowboys in 28 years?
Yeah. Someday.
It's been a bit of a drought. It has been indeed. All right, so you're each going with 3 points, just Chiefs and Eagles.
Yes.
By 3.
I like the time of possession comment. I'm going to be watching that turnover takeaway ratio.
Yeah, that's
going to be really important to me. All right, we have a ton more Undisputed to get to this morning with our fantastic live studio audience. What's the secret to Travis Kelce always getting open? Skip and Shannon reveal it. That is